My friends and I have always had a passion for survival games and
horror.
And we originally tried making a game around this a while back and other little projects along the way, but now we are much more experienced and dedicated, so let's give this a try again. Yeah, just want to put this out there. This game is probably going to be a couple of devlogs. Alright, this is the game plan. We have 4 people that are working on the game. My brother Adam, my friend Will, and my friend Lukas. We are all doing certain tasks that I have laid out there. Number 2. We do not want to copy any games that exist already, because unfortunately there are already some Horror Forest games out there, such as Limpo and Sons of the Forest, which hopefully we will stay far away from. Alright, let's get into some mechanics. We actually don't have a name for the game yet, so this'll do. Okay, let's make some stuff. I started experimenting with some terrain, which I don't have that much experience with, but I made these mountains, which will work for now. It's been a while since I've done 3D movement, but I tried to remember an old Bracky's video on it, which didn't go super well. So I decided on starting with the camera rotation on the player instead. This actually had some math to it. That was super easy. Afterwards, we got it working pretty alright. We need to get some smooth movement now. Oh boy, let's see if this works. Drum roll. Okay, this is progress. I don't think the monster is going to catch me, guys. It's just it's just a little hard to control. Alright, this is definitely more acceptable. And just about better in every way. And then for some survival, we need some sort of stealth. Crouching in specific. I didn't technically spend too much time on the crouching, but honestly, I can tweak it a lot later, and it works for now. So, I really wanted to add an inventory system pretty early on in development, and it was going pretty well too, until, yeah, I deleted prefab. Which I didn't need anymore, but it all went crazy.
Like, why is everything pink?
And the worst part is, I didn't even make a backup this early. It's okay though, let's just try this again. Well, that took a while. The good news is, we actually added more stuff. For example, we added this epic test tree. We added some sprint. We got the crouch more polished. And then finally, I added some clean slope movement. Which, originally, there was no slope movement, no matter how hard you tried. Anyway, around this time, my brother was drawing a lot to understand the ways of animation. And he was also getting a lot better at making stuff in Blender. And then Lukas was starting to make some ambience. So it was all working out pretty well. And then Will and I tried using this software called Scene Fusion, and it basically just makes us able to work on the game at the same time. But it did not function extremely well.
For example,
whenever I moved a simple cube, alright, I'm making the... What? Why does this keep happening? And don't ask me why Will was pink. Yeah, Scene Fusion was just a little bit sketchy. We, still ended up using it anyways. But while we were in Scene Fusion, Will added these hands that you can move around and rotate. It's not polished yet, but soon it'll be a big mechanic. So I started adding some survival stats, such as the thirst bar. Then I made it deplete after an X amount of seconds before fully drained. Then I made a way to quickly regenerate all thirst as well. Technically, this bubble right here will eventually be all the streams, all the rivers, and sources of water. Well, the script in specific. But anyway, speaking of attributes of the world, I really wanted to make a day and nighttime sort of system.
So it can be spooky.
Unfortunately, I tried but couldn't get it working in this devlog, but soon we will. Alright, so I tried making the inventory system again, which I was procrastinating, but this time I do have a backup. I made sure of that. Then all of a sudden, my brother Adam didn't want me to do an inventory, but a hotbar, which after some sizing down, this is what it looked like. Now we need to make these buttons actually do stuff. So first, I modeled a dagger. It turned out okay. Then did some programming, and now when we press 1, it should disappear and vice versa. Anyway, here's what it looked like when I attached it to the hands. Yes, the player is going to be left-handed. All in all, I think the dagger turned out pretty nicely. It looks great with the rotating hands too. Anyway, I was really ready to start scripting some fall damage, because of right now, you're invincible. So I started working on a new health bar, because the last one drove me insane. This new one fits pretty good for now though. Okay, so I just spent about 3 hours figuring out all of this, not grounded on the y-axis, taking damage equal to the frames in the air, and all that stuff for the fall damage script, and I kind of got it working, but it looks really bad. But my friend Will came to the rescue, and now it's completely fixed. Thanks, Will. Now, our knife is useless right now, and cannot cut a thing. So, what's the logical thing for it to cut? A plant! Once again, these models will not be the final thing. They will be professionally made in Blender by Adam later down the line. Honestly, it doesn't look that bad, guys. Alright, destroying this with a knife can't be that hard. Right? I was actually right for once. This was actually all the code you needed. So that's cool. And now what we can do. Anyways, we'll see if we can find enough motivation to finish this game. But the good news is, I think we made a bunch of progress this devlog. And I know everything might not be the prettiest right now, but with time, I think we'll be able to make this game super cool. And yeah, maybe next devlog we'll be able to make some horror. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for all your support. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.